to take the high road, but we don't know the address. Big Tiger and friends are going in. Tell a friend to tell a friend, you too. Locking Big Tiger is going in. We talking football for the people in the back that don't know how to act. Subscribe and hit the like button. Keep the comments coming. We appreciate the crowd participation. VIPs, hit the...
I thought we were gonna have, our theme song from Jerome by now, but yeah, Coach Hayes said Jerome be lying. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't be lying. I just be a little late, man.
Oh, okay, y'all. Like I said, we got a power pack show today, man. I'm finna give y'all what y'all been missing. Y'all know how we do it over here. We're gonna talk that talk. And we're going to talk about things that a lot of people are afraid to touch on. And I understand why. I understand why. Let me get this off the screen, though. I got to get back. Get my mojo back, y'all. I got to learn how to take my stuff off the screen and all that stuff again, y'all. So I had to renew my stream, y'all. They had to cut my lights off. I changed up cars, so they cut my lights off. All right, y'all can see me now. Oh, there he is. And let's get 10 likes. 10 likes so we can light the tiger up, man. Y'all let me know when we get to 10 likes. I'll light the tiger up. This is a trial run tonight. I'm trying to get it better. I'm trying to get better over time. It's gonna get a lot nicer in the studio. But so tonight, what we're talking about, and like I said, Coach Hayes put me on this. Shouts out to Coach Hayes. He said most African-American coaches get the bottom of the barrel jobs. And I was thinking, I'm like, okay, Coach Prime took on that 111 job, right? In Colorado, you know what Delaware State record was last year? 1-11. So Deshaun Jackson got that job. Willie Simmons got the job down there. FIU is on. I'm saying that right. The Panthers. Pause up. And the Panthers, they always been struggling. They've been struggling for years. They say they really don't want to put money into that program, but they want a coach to come in there and win. But, Willie Simmons went through that with FAMU. So he might be the guy that can turn it around. And I wonder if he turn it around, will he actually leave to go to Florida State? Because he's actually from Tallahassee. He grew up in Tallahassee. Or will he stay down there? That's Miami in 305. Do you stay down there because you're in a rich area with all them kids and keep recruiting and build a brand down there and try to build your legacy there? I don't know. Florida State, you get a bigger bag. So we're gonna go with some of these contracts today, y'all, if y'all can see the money. I don't know, Roman and Promo, if y'all can see what's on the screen, but I'm gonna put up some of these contracts so y'all can see the money.
All right, yeah, I got you on my other phone, so I can see the screen too.
All right, so we're going to start out with Mike Vick. No, we're going to start out with Deshaun Jackson because Delaware State, they didn't even show. They like, nah, none you. You ain't none of your business. So, like I said, Deshaun Jackson, he got the job, and they was 1-11 last year. So, now they bringing Deshaun Jackson. And they know what they're doing. They bringing them in because they want the star power. Delaware State, that's close to Philly. He's still up there. And now hopefully he can bring some influence, some resources and stuff like that to Delaware State. But when I tried to look up his contract, they was like, nah, we ain't really showing no details on it. It's not public. So, and I think most coaches' salaries should be like this. Why? You can't really look up nobody else's salary for real. But coach's salary, you can just look it up. Athlete salary, you can just look it up. To me, that's a little invasive. You should know. You put a target on these people back when they can look up your salary and see how much money you're making.
Yeah, I think that's because it's part of a business, and you can look at businesses and see what they grossed for the past year, or so you can see all their financials as a whole business. But I agree. I think that we shouldn't get to see what an individual person is making.
Yeah, they ain't showing how much money, and maybe they do, but I don't never see how much money the University of Florida State made last year. But we always see how much the coach making, but we don't see how much the university made off the football team.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, D Hall, you right. This ain't nothing new. Black folks always get the trash jobs. Yeah, you 100% right. Let me see. What did you say?
But
Syracuse coach is the only coach that got a good job, and the Michigan coach. Yeah, I can say. I know Notre Dame coach. Notre Dame.
yeah, Ty Willingham.
No, not Todd
Well,
Willingham. Dang, promo. Threw me off. What's my man name? I got it. He's at LSU right now. He left the Notre Dame job. He just kind of walked away from him to go to LSU.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah, Brian Kelly. And I don't know what Freeman was about to do, but a lot of the players, they wanted Freeman to stay, I think. So Notre Dame offered him the job.
Well, Freeman came from LSU. He was their top recruiter. So all them kids at Notre Dame, Freeman recruited them there. So that's why the college didn't want him to leave, because they knew if Freeman left, all them recruits was going to leave too. So they promoted him and they gave him the job.
Yeah.
And he was at LSU.
And for y'all who don't know Freeman, go ahead, Ron.
Oh, go ahead. No, you could explain Freeman. Then I got a question about that situation.
So for people that don't know who Freeman is, this is Freeman right here, Coach Freeman. He's the head coach at Notre Dame. He actually went to Ohio State. He went to the NFL, but he had injuries, bounced around a lot, and he ended up coming back to coach for, I think, Kelly. I think Kelly brought him in. And if Ohio State didn't win the championship this year, I think Ohio State might have brought him in to be their head coach. But since they won this year, hey, what on the bridge now? But I thought he was gonna get brought in. Coach Hayes was asking me like, who you think they can bring in? What's the coach is better? And I was like, Freeman might come in there, because now you got the power of Ohio. That bank recruit, like, look how many he already get good recruits now. If he get that $20 million behind him to bring in recruits, who you can't get. So, and you got the Ohio State brand behind you too.
I know one thing, man. They better hope Coach Prime never get one of them jobs. But my question is, how, like, in the NFL, for example, wide receiver, he'll get a big contract, quarterback, big contract, whatever it may be. That kind of sets the bar. It sets the standard for, like, okay, if my deal coming up next, like, it got to be, I want that Lamar Jackson money.
Yeah.
Yep. With these coaches and how Prime just kind of got a big deal, do you think some of the coaches that's been doing it for longer than him, the black ones specifically, do you think they kind of salty, or do you think they like, that's good for us because now he's setting the bar? And
with Coach Prime,
yeah, he changed the program around. Yeah, he changed the program around, but he ain't really won nothing. So they like, if I can win something, I should be able to at least get what he gets.
Well, hold on, wait.
It ain't about winning, though. You got to look at what he's doing outside of the program. See what I'm saying? He's doing something that a lot of coaches don't want to do. They just want to coach. They don't want to go out there and do like fundraisers and all that kind of stuff, all the interviews and doing all that. They don't want to do that.
Hold on, Promo. You breaking up, Promo. Come on back. You sound like you're up underwater. Now I hear what you're saying, Promo, and a prime example of that is Fran Brown. Fran Brown just want to coach. He don't really want to do all the media stuff. If you look at Coach Prime,
he's doing that.
Now listen,
he's doing it, bro.
Promo, he just said it the other day. He was like, out of his own mouth, he was like, we just want here to work. All that social media and all that kind of stuff. Hey, that ain't who I really am. If you want to come here and work, that's what type of time we on. So
I agree, but they doing it. He's doing it though. If you go follow Syracuse, you go look at their channel, he's doing all that stuff. Because remember, he was telling you, Prime them did that spring game, they was gonna have like a financial literacy class that they was gonna be teaching. They doing a lot of stuff like that.
All right, but I'm trying to help your argument right now, Promo. You going against me. Coach Prime, the money that Coach Prime is making is because Coach Prime is doing so many things. Like Coach JB, he kind of went at Coach Prime like, did he deserves the money, but did he earn the money? What he mean by that is he didn't win the big games to get this big contract, but he deserves the money because he brings in so much money to Colorado. And like if you look at Coach Prime's contract, they got a lot of jargon in there about like appearances on television. If y'all look down here to the bottom, like appearances on television, radio appearances, and stuff like that. So he's tapped in. He got to do a lot of things to like it's slotted in his contract. He got to make so many appearances. He ain't just getting his money just to coach. He's getting his money to go on game day and do different things like that too. So he had to promote the team, kind of like Kevin Hart. The reason why Kevin Hart blew up like way bigger than Cat Williams, and Cat Williams got salty because Kevin Hart learned how to work his Instagram and his Facebook. So whenever he had movies and stuff coming out, he would promote his movies, and some companies started getting mad with him because he would start charging the companies for him using his social media because he had like 3 million followers to promote the movies and all that kind of stuff. Because he was like, look, if we charging radio stations to promote, I'm gonna charge y'all to promote because I got 3 million people on my Instagram feed. When I go live and talk about this movie, that's getting eyes on the product. So I'm gonna charge y'all for that. So that's how Kevin Hart started getting all these movie roles, and he started getting his big boy money because he was doing other things to help the movie get in front of a lot of eyes. So that's the same thing with Coach Prime doing.
And so that was my question. My question, I don't think I explained it right. So Coach Prime is doing all that, and that's why he got the bread. But I'm talking about for other coaches, they're like, okay, we're not going to do all that. But if we win, which is what we're here to do, if we win, we should be able to get that. I feel like it's two buckets. It's the Coach Prime bucket, which a lot of coaches ain't in. He kind of in his own bucket. But those coaches that are actually winning, those programs are going to generate more money than Coach Prime generated with all this extra stuff he's doing. So I'm saying if the coaches that can win and win at a high level, do you think that they're like, okay, Prime set the bar, so now I know if I can win, I should at least be getting what Coach Prime gets.
All right.
I don't think that matters because Dan Lennon ain't won that. He got 10 million. Look how much money them coaches getting before Prime got that bag. He won on that. But Dan Lennon done won. He don't won. No, he got no national championship. He ain't got no national championship, but he done won. He done won.
But what has he won?
More than Lincoln Riley. He don't won more than Lane.
But
he done won more. He won more than Lincoln Riley.
Hold on. Lincoln Riley got how many Heismans?
Yeah, he won more than Lincoln Riley. What are you talking about? When we talking about like the games, yeah, he won more than Lincoln Riley. No, he hasn't, bro. He only been at Oregon for what? 2 years. Lincoln Riley was at Ohio, Oklahoma, and USC.
He been there 3 years. He been there 3 years now. 3 years.
He been there for 3 years. Don't he have no, Lincoln Riley. Yeah, but Lincoln Riley been at USC for about 3 years. He was at Oklahoma first, wasn't he? Yeah, and he didn't win nothing at USC. He won, I think, once at Oklahoma when they was competing for the playoffs. But he ain't really won nothing like that.
Well, what he winning is Heisman. So that's why he got his big deal.
Right.
Because he was bringing Heisman is kind of like what Coach Prime just won a Heisman this year. Like it brings notoriety to your prestige to your school. So now your school is seen in front of everybody. So you're gonna sell more merch, all this kind of stuff. That's why you can get the big deal.
Lane Kiffin then? What about Lane Kiffin? Now he ain't won no Heisman, and he ain't won a damn thing either. He's still getting paid big boy bread.
Now, how I think?
He did win. He was with he was an assistant coach at Bama. USC. No, he was at USC with Pete Carroll. With Reggie Bushler. Yeah, he's offensive coordinator.
Now, who y'all talking about?
At USC.
Who y'all talking about?
He the offensive coach now.
Lane Kiffin. Well, Lane Kiffin was at with Bama.
I know he was with Saban at Bama. No, he was at USC first. That's where he started. Because remember, he thought he was gonna get the USC job when
the first time go around with when Pete Carroll left, but he didn't get it, so he went to Tennessee for that 1 year. And remember, they fired the other coach at USC, and then he left Tennessee overnight and went to USC.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And then he had to go to Alabama as an offensive coordinator role to, I guess to
get credibility again.
The head coach's job.
Yeah. So that you're right. Now a lot of coaches get paid if they next to another coach, like another head coach is getting paid. If a head coach is winning national championships and you're a part of that, sometimes you'll end up getting a bag from a prestigious school if they feel like you was a crucial part of helping them win them championships. That's why your boy out there, Dan Lennon, got that money because he was up on the Kirby when Kirby was winning over here in the SEC.
Nah, that ain't true because Frank Brown was on the Kirby too. And he was a better recruiter than Dan Lennon.
Yeah, but he won a DC. Dan Lennon was a DC though. He was a defensive coordinator. So he was just a position coach and a recruiter.
Yeah, he was DB coach.
Yeah. You gotta be a DC, offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator to make that immediate jump. If you help a team win a championship as an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, yeah, that's when you're gonna get paid. And then he got lucky. He went to Oregon. Oregon got money. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, y'all think it's crazy? I don't think it's crazy, but I wonder what everybody else thinks. How Bill Belichick just came in, automatically got $10 million, but that's Bill Belichick though, right? Like
he got 7. He got 7 rings. So
he got 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He got 7 of them things. I also see how Kalen DeBoer, Mike Norvell, them dudes making 10 too.
Oh, I'm glad I left Mike Norvell off this. That's the coach at Colorado State, right?
No, that's his brother. That's Florida State. Mike Norvell is Florida State. Jay Norvell is Colorado State.
Well,
wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. You teaching me something right now. So, Mike Norvell is the brother to the head coach. The coach at Florida State is the brother to the coach at Colorado State.
Yes.
So, that's a black dude at Florida State?
No, it's a white dude at Florida State.
But I thought the dude at Colorado State was black.
He is black.
They got different daddies?
Well, he's mixed like or something. I don't know.
Hey, Ray,
I don't know.
Ron, you got some explaining to do, Ron. You got some explaining to do, Ron.
Hey,
brothers.
Now he got a little tint to him, but he look like a white dude. In the chat, man, does anybody know? Are they brothers, y'all? There's somebody said, LG said, no, he's not. Jerome. See, Coach Hayes said Jerome be lying, y'all. Coach Hayes said Jerome be lying, y'all. We got to, but hey, Promo and Jerome, they'll take us down in the bushes now. Y'all, we got to watch these two dudes, boy. They'll take us in the bushes.
No, I thought they were brothers, man. What the heck?
Look at that. I thought he just saying something. All right, so.
No, but remember, Mike Norvell was winning at Oregon before he went to Florida State.
Yeah, that's true.
But what about DeBoer? Wasn't he only at Washington? What was he at before Washington? Alabama? But
once you take your team to a championship, to a national title, hey, the sky's the limit now.
Okay. Yeah, all right. My question. I know we got to get into the coaches, so go ahead, do your thing.
All right. So Marcus Freeman, right now at Notre Dame, he's getting $6.69 million. So he signed this in 2022. So hold on. So last year they said potentially he could receive over $9 million. So to get the $9 million, you probably had to win the national title or whatever. But he probably got close to like around 7 or 8 last year because he made it to the championship game. So he close up there with Coach Prime. And on his next deal, he's probably going to get one of them $10 million deals.
Right.
So Freeman's up there. Let me show somebody else. Let's see. Fran Brown. Fran Brown's getting like $750,000. And Hold on. No, that was when he was at Georgia, 750,000. First year at Georgia. When he was at Rutgers, he made 675,000. And Fran said he was good, so he was already getting paid. Now he's estimated making $3 to $4 million a year at Rutgers. I mean at Syracuse. My bad, y'all. So
because Syracuse got money, bro. You see how fast they raised that 50 million?
yeah, they raised that 50 million real quick. But I thought they were gonna linger on until at least the season started. They raised that junk in like 2 weekends.
Yeah, and you see the basketball coach Bayham was getting paid.
Yeah. Now say somebody else getting paid. I didn't think he was getting paid. The coach from Maryland. Maryland, he's getting 6.1 annually. He started at 5.5, and then he got an increase. You know, so he is 6.1 now, y'all. He doing his thing.
But remember, he got how many national championships with Nick Saban at Alabama?
I don't know. Some funky just happened. The offensive coordinator for this team from Maryland last year, and if y'all wasn't paying attention, Maryland had one of the top passing offenses too last year, y'all. Maryland, Fran Brown, Coach Prime, all three of them had some of the top passing schools. So a lot of these quarterbacks that like to throw the ball, they need to start looking at some of these black coaches, because even Willie Simmons, I know he throw the ball. He throw the ball actually more than Prime because he was a quarterback at Clemson. Yeah. So these, and that's why I was thinking Ponder need to look at the Panthers really tough, and he'll go back home. Well, some guys want to leave home; they don't want to go back home. So I understand.
Georgia State, bro. I'm telling you need to go to Georgia State.
Now I'm gonna tell you who might want to go to Georgia State. I don't know if you're hearing, because you know Ricky College at Syracuse, he the starter, and I didn't know he got 3 years left to play.
Oh yeah, the Macon guy. Yeah,
the Macon guy might need to transfer to Georgia State. He can go back home. And he might make more money, or he might make less money. But you got to Georgia State dropped the ball last year, y'all. And we're gonna pull him up with Savion Wilkerson. You know, he said he didn't get his money.
But I think what some of these kids got to realize is it about the money or is it about playing? Because you can go get the money, that don't mean you're gonna play. You see what I'm saying?
All right. So, let's look at this real quick. Dale McGee, his salary at Georgia State is down $853. That's almost a lateral move. Fran Brown was making $700 and something at Georgia, so he's making $853. That's almost the same thing he was. Yeah, at University of Georgia, his salary was $800. 2021, it was $852. What the hell? So he actually went down money to take the Georgia State job, but now you're the head man though. So
right, he get head coach experience. That's what I'm saying. That's the same thing with the players. Sometimes you got to look at, is it really about the money, or do you want to go somewhere where you can play and take less money? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
a coach like that, he trying to feed his people. If you become the head coach, now you got the power and authority to bring in some of your guys.
Yeah.
Take that small increase or no increase at all, because now you can bring in some of your people.
I
think he's like the type of guy that I think he'll stay at Georgia State and build. Because he was at Georgia forever. I think he's a Georgia boy.
Yeah, he might.
People don't understand. Florida State used to be an all-girls school before Bobby Bowden took over and made that into a football powerhouse.
Yeah,
he stayed there forever.
Yeah, he did.
Just like Joe Paterno stayed at Penn State forever.
But
see, coaches don't do that now. They be bouncing around.
But see, the thing about it, the thing about that though, like Penn State and Florida State, they end up being in some good markets. So I see why they'll want to stay. Because, you know, some of these smaller conferences, they got a cap on how much they want to pay their coaches.
But Florida State wasn't always in the ACC, though. Remember that?
You see, I don't remember. I don't remember the beginning. Because think about it. That was way back in the 80s when they was in the ACC. So I don't remember where they started from. Because we was little babies when.
Yeah, it used to be a private school. Kind of like how, you know how Kennesaw State started out small and now they big.
Yeah.
How they moving up. That's how in Florida State they built that program to a powerhouse.
All right, y'all. So let's get into Michael Vick. And I'm glad we seeing all this because Michael Vick hit on this, and he got a lot of pushback from the fans. And I don't think the fans understand. I don't think the fans understand what they're saying. So Michael Vick is getting his base salary is $400,000, right? With potential for bonuses and stuff like that. But at Norfolk State, he's making $400,000, right? So for Vick, Vick was a $10 million dude a year when he was in the league. So this ain't no money for Vick for real. I mean, it's some money when you ain't making nothing, but for what he used to making, this ain't no money for real. Like this is what he used to see on Monday morning or Tuesday morning whenever that check hit. This is what Vick used to see weekly, right? But let me see. So Vick.
But remember, he lost a lot of his money when he went to jail.
Oh yeah, he lost a whole lot of money. He kind of recruit some because you remember he the first guy got $200 million deals. He got $100 million deal with the Falcons, and I think he got one with Philly too.
The Eagles.
Yeah. So he kind of recruits some of that money, but not all his money. But for y'all that don't know, Michael Vick was saying when he's the head coach at Norfolk State, if Clemson, if they players play real good and they make first team, and then a school like Clemson come a calling and they offer you some money, I can't tell you not to take it. That's what Vick was probably kind of telling his players. Like, look, go ahead and take that bag, get the bread, because he understands it's only like 1% of these kids going to make it to the league. And out of that 1% that make it to the league, most of them don't make it past 3 years in the league. So you got to think about it. Whenever you can get some money, go ahead and take your money, but invest it wisely. Like how Fran Brown got these boys where they can't spend 40% of their money. These boys need to save their money as much as they can and try to buy them a house. If they save their money and buy them a house outright, that changes their whole life. For the rest of their life, it's a stress they don't have to worry about that the normal American got to worry about.
Right.
But so Vick is like, look, I'm not gonna hold my guys back. So think about it. If a guy because I done heard guys talk about this in high school and stuff, feel like the coach was holding them back. If a guy look, I can go play for Vick, ball out for a year, now I might can transfer to a bigger school and they're going to give me a bag. If I come out of high school right now, they don't really know who I am. But if I go play with Vick for a year and I ball out, make first team, second team, now Clemson or Virginia Tech, Virginia, one of them schools might come try to get them. And now they might end up making like $500,000, $1 million. You never know.
Yep. Yeah, because now think about it. These schools ain't going to overlook them guys no more if they put up the big numbers like Travis and Shador did. And they see, and Cam, like, them HBCU boys went to Colorado and balled out. So they won't hesitate to pull them guys out the portal now because they see that they can play on that level.
Yeah.
Why hold them back if them boys want to go get some money? Why hold them back?
Yeah. And this opens the door for a lot of guys to know this is kind of like a showcase. Because Norfolk State, y'all not going to come up with all this bread, all these NIL deals to pay these boys. So these dudes going to go to the highest offer, just like how everybody at their job. If you can do the same thing at another job and make $100,000 more, you leaving your job. That's what's gonna happen. You ain't gonna be loyal to your job if you know you can go to another company and do the same thing and make $100,000 more. Why would you stay? That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I just saw somewhere it said Vick got $1 million budget for his coaching staff. So
yeah, because he got NFL players too. He got NFL players, so he had to get some money to get them guys in.
Yeah, so he got $1 million budget for his coaching staff. I'd like for us on one of these shows to do like we doing the head coaches right now, move down the list, and see what everybody else get paid. But this is what I think Vick's plan is, man. I think Vick seen what Coach Prime did, not just Colorado, but with the shoes. And y'all remember, Vick had a shoe deal with Nike too.
Yep.
But you got to be back active. You got to be back buzzing. You got to be back in the game.
Yeah.
I think Vick's trying to get back in the mix to where he can figure something out and get back with Nike in some way, shape, or form, man.
And do the same. And see,
Coach Prime and talk.
Yeah, that's probably why he came to talk to Coach Prime. Yeah. Now he can get that back, that going again. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all saw it. Y'all need to go watch that scrimmage. Y'all, listen.
I saw it.
Listen, y'all. Their scrimmage looked better than both of our scrimmages combined. Like, they scrimmage was high action, and the number 7 looked nice.
Yeah, he looked nice.
He looked like Vick almost.
That linebacker number 22, watch out for him.
Yeah, 22 was balling.
Number 10. Yeah, number 10 keep popping. I think he with the second team.
Yeah. And the second string quarterback wasn't bad either. So, like, if the first one go down, the second one, he'll get in there and he'll do his thing. So, that was pretty cool watching that. And it made me feel better. I don't really care for the green uniform, but, you know, it is what it is. You can't change your uniform color. But,
No, they can't. If they get a deal with Nike, with like Oregon, like remember Dion at Jackson State with Under Armour, because he can hook him up with an Under Armour deal.
Yeah, but see,
Nike, man, and Prime go reintroduce him. He know all the people. Nike dropped him at once, and then I think they brought it back. But if Prime go and be like, hey, this is my guy, I think y'all need to give him another opportunity. You know, so Vick gonna be back in the mix. And also, what I think is gonna happen is with all these coaches, especially the lower level ones like Vick, Deshaun Jackson, Coach Prime, all these players gonna be trying to get to Colorado. Not everybody gonna make the cut, but Coach Prime gonna be like, "Hey, this guy can play. He just ain't gonna make the cut here. We gonna send him to you." So I feel like a lot of these CU players are gonna wind up with Vick or Deshaun Jackson at their programs. Man, I can just see that happening.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't see it happen. The Eagle.
The Eagle
play D1. Yeah, they want to play
D1.
Man,
a lot of them boys done went down, man.
Bro,
a lot of them boys done dropped out.
Now I'm gonna tell you a place where a lot of these boys might go.
Ain't nobody go drop down the level
like Big Boy last year that came in last minute. Just say he would have had another year, and he ain't touching the field. The big boy that was like the internet sensation.
Yeah. Mr. Pancake.
He's somebody that might go over there like, I'm trying to get some play, trying to get some film. You know, I think something like people, like players like that, I feel like they would, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be good if they did, but I don't see it.
I say this right here. Like the guy got on the screen right now, Willie Simmons. He was a head coach at FAMU when Coach Prime was at Jackson, right?
Right.
Now, if we know, like y'all, I don't know if y'all know what we saw yesterday, Dawson, the wide receiver that played for us that came from Auburn. He played with us the first year when Prime was at Colorado. He hit the portal last year, and he was stuck in the portal for a year. But he just signed with the Panthers. So they almost run the same kind of system. They throw the ball, play good defense. So if you don't make it to Colorado, now these boys might go to it's FIU. Yeah.
But that's still kind of D1 football though. That's not HBCU.
Exactly, but it's like it's down a level though. Like if Willie Simmons,
but it's not HBCU. I can see them going there. I'm saying I don't see them going to like Norfolk State or like Delaware State.
Yeah, that's what
I don't see them going down there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can see them going here before I see them going to Delaware State.
Right.
And
it's even like San Diego State. They could have went over there. The system.
But I don't know if they like that coach. I don't think a lot of people like that coach. Now let's get into Coach Simmons' salary and everything. So Coach Simmons, you remember he didn't who didn't want to pay him, man? The Rattlers didn't want to pay him. FAMU didn't want to pay him, right? I think he wanted he was making like $250 or something like that, and he wanted an increase, and they didn't want to pay him. So he ended up going to Duke. And I think he got a $500,000 or $400,000 deal at Duke to be a running backs coach for a year. He did that for a year. Now he got this job right here, making $750,000. Now it's one of the bottom of the barrel kind of programs. And now, did y'all hear what Luke said to him about checking in?
Yeah.
Now I don't know how y'all take it. I done seen two people talk about it. Life and Football talked about it, and JB talked about it. And they kind of took it like he was trying to be like Suge Knight or something. I don't think Luke is being like that. I think Luke is saying, hey, man, check in. I got some resources you can need. You missing some of the
Exactly.
Yeah, you missing out on some of the stuff we doing. Like, check in with me, bro.
Right. Yeah, they was reaching. JB they was reaching.
It's just the language he used, man. He should have said tap in. If he said tap in, it wouldn't. Nobody would say anything. It would have been nothing. Like nothing happened. But anytime you use that word check in, that's what people related to. Like you got to check in. So I think he just used the wrong verbiage. But I agree. I don't think he was trying to press him like that.
Because remember, Luke got the connection with all the high school coaches in Florida. They
all
do
of
so
them.
much charity work and so much money to them schools, all them coaches. If Luke say, hey, don't send nobody to that school, ain't nobody coming to that school.
And see, Luke got a little league too. He got a little league in Miami. So he see all the boys from 5 years old on
all
up, like 10, 12. So he can point them boys in the right direction. And if he say, hey, this is a good coach, man, y'all might want to stay home and you can be here to help your mama and now you can still play for a winning coach. Like Willie Simmons' resume is nice, y'all. He got 8 winning seasons. 4 straight seasons with 9+ wins. 4 straight seasons. He's been coach of the year in the SWAC and in the MEAC. And he won the HBCU National Championship, won the Celebration Bowl, So he's not no little chump guy. He done done a lot. And like we say, we know at FAMU he didn't have all the resources in the world.
Yep, and check this out too. I think JB them overreacted and they didn't pay attention to. Like he just paid attention to what Luke said, right? But when the guy kept reading it, because even the black dude that was talking to, like he overread the thing because when he said, Coach Simmons' response was, yeah, big dog, I plan on popping out there to you and to the fans or something like that. Willie Simmons didn't even take it that way.
Exactly.
Try to punch it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they didn't say nothing about that. I'm like, bro, y'all just reaching. Man.
Yeah, they trying to make a hot take. They trying to make. He started talking about rappers that done got shot, and I'm like, dude, what is you talking about, bro? You talking about rappers getting shot? You make it sound like we all hood boogers. Like, man, get out of here, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, Willie Simmons said, I'm coming to see you, and I'm coming to see them. We gonna pop out.
So they saying in the chat they don't think Deshaun is gonna stay at Delaware State that long.
I don't think so either because it's cold, it's snowing. All his people in California.
Oh,
if he can't get a bunch of them California recruits to come where he at, yeah, he ain't gonna be there for long.
And you hit around the head, Promo.
He didn't even want to coach.
Right.
Promo, you hit around the head. They said he gonna do it for a minute, 2 years maybe. Then he going back to Cali. See, I thought maybe he was one of them guys that you got some guys that will stay at the school that they went to. Some guys will stay at the pro team that they went to. So I thought he maybe stayed up there in the Philly area. Are y'all sure he went back home?
Cali boy.
Nah, he a Cali guy. He's from Cali.
I mean, I know he's from Cali, but did he go back home? Because people in Cali get killed now. A lot of these big time dudes don't want to stay home because the dudes will try to rub them out, try to extort them.
Yeah, dog, he one of them ones, man. They ain't messing with him.
Yeah,
not like he hood or he shot. Like they just protect certain people. Like certain
people
in Cali will never get messed with. Like he one of them ones.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with that.
But are y'all 1,000% he did go back home?
He's like a warm weather. Yeah, he be at home. That's what he be in. He be out there, man. Because remember, they tried to blackball him in the NFL, talking about, he's with he's gang related, he's this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
They were trying to do that in Colorado when they were talking about headache gang and stuff. They were trying to do that. Like, yeah man, that's.
They were talking about strapping up players, and they was like, all the players have straps. Like, come on, man. We're talking about strapping up the wide receiver, man.
They say he's already pulled, like, Deshaun Jackson has already pulled, like, 20 kids from Cali to come play for him. So he probably got the same thing going back home. He probably got, like, a youth league or something, and he done created his own feeder program.
No, he got some guys, because he got I think 2 big-time wide receivers that went. I think one of them was like a 4-star.
Ooh. They say.
I'm just saying, when it gets cold, we'll see how long they stay there in Delaware. If they for that.
And now this is what they said. Now this would be a good move for Sacramento State. They said, nah, Sacramento State want him. They want him to prove himself for 2 years out here at Delaware State. Now, Sacramento State, they've been winning, but I've been hearing their name pop up on the radar. But I'm like, who the hell is Sacramento State? You know? So, they might have a plan. They might have a plan brewing.
Yep.
Lamar on it tonight. I see you, Lamar.
Hey, because I'm gonna tell you, I think he's gonna stay at Norfolk State unless he get the job at Virginia Tech.
Now they said he was a high school coach. I'm talking about Jackson. He was a high school coach in LA before taking the Delaware State job.
Oh yeah, he was good too. They was winning.
I'm
saying he's connected. He's a good coach.
And that's what I think.
He didn't want to. He only took that job at Delaware State because his friend is the AD.
Okay.
Yeah, he reached out to him because he turned it down. He turned it down before he accepted.
And see,
I told you, Chris Carter interviewed for that job too.
Now, see, I think this is what Teddy Bridgewater need to pay attention and do the same thing, like how he won that championship this year. If he'd have did that like 2-3 years, then he could have got one of them jobs down there, like the FIU job. He could have got one of them jobs down there and stayed in Miami and be a head coach. Now you're making $700,000 a year. And now, like you saying, promo, he can do a Bobby Bowden. He can stay there for a long time and help bring that system up and actually jump into another conference.
Yep. That's true. Because I'm telling you, Brand Brown ain't going nowhere, bro. I think he's going to stay in Syracuse until they get rid of him until he retires. I don't think he leaves. Because remember, he went to them for that job. Oh, yeah, he said that. He already told her. He said, from there. He's from that area, yep. Yeah,
he said he's going to give him 10 years. He already told the AD, he said, look, I'm going to give y'all 10 years because I think he got a daughter that's 2. He said, by then she'll be 12. And he was like, now it'll be time for me to, like, she turned into a teenager so I can start focusing on my baby girl her last few years.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
That's like I think that's the move. If you get to a school, man, I know it's like not the top school. Just build it up. Just stay there, bro. Because what happens when they leave, they go to the other school, they get more money, but they're only there for a year or two, and then they go.
Yeah.
But if you go somewhere like Prime, Colorado, he can stay there as long as he wants to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He bringing in money. Even if they winning, he bringing in money. I mean, the school, the prestige, everything going up. Revenue, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Bronze
just build it.
When he said he was comfortable and he was staying there, like he really meant that. All they had to do was get the money right. We knew they were gonna get the money right, and he there. And he built a powerhouse, man. So it's gonna get even more crazy.
Oh yeah.
All right. So y'all remember the coach that was crying? We got what's going on with these black coaches crying, man? What's going on? But you had the coach for North Illinois University after he beat Notre Dame. You remember he was crying, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, he actually reached out to Coach Freeman, and he talked to Coach Freeman and told Coach Freeman how he was able to exploit his offense or defense, whatever he did. And see, that right there is what's scary. You know what I'm saying? When these coaches start helping each other. Because now he's not going to win the national title, but you at Notre Dame, you got a chance. So let me help you tighten up, and now you might go on and be great.
Yeah, because you saw that game, right?
Nah, I didn't see the guy. I just seen the outcome.
Bro,
I saw.
Bro, they running back. I think that running back had about 300 yards rushing against them. They couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop him, bro. He was toting that thing. I wonder if he coming back.
And
I didn't see his name in the draft.
Now, Coach Thompson.
He's from Georgia. Hey, he's from Georgia.
Oh, the running back.
Yeah.
So we gonna start following him. Now he actually has been a head coach since 2019, bro. He been there for a minute. So he kind of like one of the pioneers. He been sticking it out for a minute, and he was making like $708,000 back in the day, back in 2019. So I don't know what it is right now. But so he might be getting close to $1 million right now a year or more than that. after this Notre Dame win.
Oh yeah, they definitely up their salary. That's why he was crying right there.
he was crying because you know that check was coming in. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Because they got a lot of money to play them.
All right, hold on, y'all. Will want me to drop the link. Hold on. And Will, I'm gonna need y'all to start camming up when y'all come to the show, man. So you can jump on tonight, but I'm gonna need y'all to start camming up. We're gonna try to take this thing to the next level. So
yeah, the cam up gonna be a lot better, man. I think that's just what everybody doing.
Yeah.
The music playing. So yeah, that's gonna be better once we start doing that for sure.
Oh, I'm trying to. Dang, but I forgot how to do it on my computer. All right. Oh hell. Uh-oh. I forgot I gotta hit some button. Command T. Nope, that ain't it. Man, who told me how to do that one day? One day we was on live and somebody told me how to do it. Oh,
I saw your boy hit 2 home runs.
Who? Oh, he may be talking to somebody.
My bad, y'all. My bad.
I'm like, who my boy hit the home run? Like, oh, all right. Dang, Webb don't know how to drop the link, man. Hold on. I forgot how to do it. I ain't been on here so long. It's command something. Damn, Webb, I don't know how to do it, bro. My guy, I don't know how to do it. Oh, how do I? Hey, Webb, didn't you tell me how to drop the link a long time ago? I forgot how to do it on the computer.
Hey, so the coach we was just talking about his salary, his new salary ain't present.
I didn't see it. When I looked it up, they just showed the 19 stuff. So think about it. That was a long time ago, 19. So he should easily be in the millions now.
Yeah, for sure.
well, so he ain't about to cam up. But let me get to we got another guy on this list. Eddie George. Eddie George. And y'all, I never knew what Bowling Green. Do y'all know what Bowling Green mascot is? Is that an eagle?
I'm not sure.
Hey, when I seen this picture right here, I thought there was a whale tail in the background. I was like, is that a whale tail splashing out the water? Like, what is that? But then I was like, okay, that's a little eagle. That's an eagle. I think that's an eagle. It's some kind of bird. It's a bird. We would say that. Now, this move surprised me, y'all. I didn't think is Bowling Green in Ohio or Kentucky? Kentucky. I thought he was gonna get a job like Miami, Ohio, or somebody like that was gonna get him first. I didn't think Bowling Green was gonna get him. Bowling Green kind of remind me of the Cleveland Browns. It's just that uniform just don't do it for me.
Yeah, Miami, Ohio, he would have been a better job.
Yeah,
but
now he going up in money. Now I think he was making like $400,000 at Tennessee State.
Yeah,
and now he making $600,000 with a 2.5% increase every year. His total earnings will be $662,290 by the end of his 5-year contract. So he gonna go up like 60,000. But y'all know how that go. If he win his conference or something like that, blah blah blah, he'll probably get a better deal. But he probably gonna get plucked by a bigger school if he win his conference. And he receives an additional $100,000 in supplements. So I don't know if that's like living arrangements or whatever, but he gets some more money. Now,
Yeah, well, he and Kentucky got that money. They got the oil money too. So
Kentucky got oil money. I thought they had that
Yeah.
Kentucky Derby money. What? Well, I guess that.
yeah, they got both. So he'll be all right.
What's going on, Shirley? It said Eddie George. Hold on, let me put Eddie George other picture back up here. I don't have the man money on the screen. Yeah, Eddie George just took the head coaching job, y'all. He just moved to Bowling Green. Yeah, Boost, I'm gonna let some people call in, but I'm gonna start camming up. Because when you cam up, it makes the show better, especially when you do your cuts. When you do your cuts, it's a lot better for the internet. People don't like looking at like a little logo or something when you're trying to do like shorts and stuff. What's going on, Rand? He said Lamar said Kentucky got grass money, oil money, and horse money.
Yep. they got money, man.
So I always hear that Kentucky bluegrass, and I see they sell that stuff in the store. Like is that like a hay, or is that just the for your lawn and stuff?
Turf. I mean, it could be.
Because I know they grass stay in the wintertime, it stay green. Now most people grass turn brown. Their grass kind of stay green. If you take their grass from Kentucky and you bring it down south, it'll stay green in the summertime.
Yep.
All right. Let's get the. Now this guy. He kind of surprised me. Deshaun, coach at UCLA.
Ooh, before you do that, AI. You go play for Eddie George. AI.
Oh, you might have said something right there. Because I was thinking Augustus, the running back that just left Colorado, he'll be a good fit.
That's what I'm talking
about. He'll be a good fit in Syracuse because they losing their bell cow running back. But yeah, you're right. That's a good one right there. If he go to Bowling Green, now that gives Eddie George a big back. Eddie George liked big backs because he was a big back. Damn, promo. Hey, you got him up your sleeve now, promo. I wonder how much NIL money he'll better get though, because I think that's one thing he's trying to get. He's trying to get some NIL money.
Can't worry about that. He's trying to get to the league.
Yeah.
Like some players ain't gonna get NIL money, bro. You got to go play. Some gonna get it, some ain't. But if you want to play, you just got to go play because you're gonna get the money if you go play. The money gonna come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if he go out there and ball out, they're going to have to pay him because there's going to be some schools trying to come and get him. Like, you see how that freshman receiver at Ohio State, they were trying to offer that dude, about $10 million to leave Ohio State?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The money going to come. But he just got to go rush for 1,000 yards or something. He didn't do that at Colorado. You go rush for 1,000, you're going to get the money. You see how much money Juggins got to leave Ole Miss? Go to Ohio State.
Yeah.
That dude rushed for 1,000 yards 2 years in a row at Ole Miss.
Yeah. I mean, that's what these boys want to get because, like I say, I done seen some dudes that was all first team, second team in the ACC and didn't get drafted. So you trying to cash out as much as you can while you're in college because you might not get drafted.
Yep.
All right. So Deshaun Foster, he's the head coach at UCLA Bruins. Yeah, he was an NFL player. He played for UCLA, so he went back home, but he played for the Carolina Panthers, and he got hired last year. Now
that'd be a good school for AIT because he's a big back.
Oh yeah. That might be a good school for him now. See, that might be a school he might go to and actually get some NIL money.
Right.
Because they got a little bread.
They got that money.
They got a little bread. Like his deal, Foster with UCLA, he got like $3 million his first year. and his contract will increase by 100,000 each year. So yeah. So he'll be making like 3.4, 3.5 by the end of his 5th year. Now they saying this is a dumpster job because your big brother, your rival school, gonna beat you. USC gonna beat you every year, and it's just hard to get the out recruit them.
Nah, I disagree with that because USC in the Big Ten now.
They went with them.
Different kind of players.
They went with them.
But USC got to recruit differently than they was in the Pac-12.
Yeah, but like,
so you see.
But you see, they always got a bigger bag. So if they going for the same kind of players, they normally gonna win out because they got more school prestige and they got a bigger bag.
Yeah, but you saw how many 5-stars left USC though.
Yeah. I mean, that is true.
They lost a lot of big time players. So
now, Deshaun was one of my favorite players to watch when he played ball. But his press conference last year, that Big Ten press conference was trash. Like, he was just up there like kind of like he was high on stage, like he had done smoked some good sticky icky, and he was just floating on stage. I was like, man, what's going on? So, and this year I don't think they did great this year. So I don't know if he's gonna make it 5 years or not.
Let me ask you this though: why didn't Ken Norton Jr. get a head coach job? Remember, he was at USC winning national championships. He was the defense coordinator at UCLA for Foster and for the other guy that Foster replaced.
Yeah, he put them boys. Yeah, he put them boys in the league too. He put like a high draft pick.
I thought he was coming to Colorado at one time.
Yeah, I thought he was too. That's what we were pushing for. That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't even understand why he didn't keep him at the Bruins. Deshaun Foster didn't keep him there. So I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all.
Hey, what conference is UCLA in?
Big Ten.
The Pac-12. No, Pac-12.
The Pac-12 finna be done.
No, dog. They went. Listen to the promo. They went to the Big Ten last year. That's what I say. When he went.
UCLA.
Yeah,
USC went to the Big Ten.
Listen to me, promo. When he went on stage to do their introduction, he was like, "Y'all don't really know us like that. We play against USC all the time. So like that's our rival." And he was just on stage standing there like doing their introduction. And it's like, dude, y'all had to play against the winner of y'all conference, played against the winner of the Big Ten in the Rose Bowl every year. They know who y'all are. They know who the Big Ten know who the Bruins are because they had to play them. If they made it to the top, they had to play in the Rose Bowl. So you know who they are. I'm like, dude,
he sent them to the Big Ten. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So yeah. It ain't looking good for him. It ain't looking good for him. Speaking of the Big Ten, we got two coaches in the Big Ten. We got Penn State head coach, Coach Franklin. Coach Franklin is doing pretty good for himself, y'all. Coach Franklin is making $8.5 million per year. This includes a base salary and a retention bonus. So he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, how long he been there? Have y'all seen that crowd? Them crowds to be at them games, man. And when they was doing the Mo Bamba, man, that crowd be turned up. I know they selling out every year.
But I haven't seen anything that made me say, he got some. Have y'all seen anything that made y'all feel like he got something going over there? Hold up, promo. Hold on, I gotta add you in. Hold on. Well, I don't know. We done got rid of Rome now. Let me see if I can get Rome back on here. Y'all bear with me, y'all. We have some technical difficulties over here. We're trying to get Rome and promo on the line. Hold on, y'all. happened to Jerome? He might be locked out. Hold on. Let me gotta get him back on here. Well, we can't get him back. He might call back. All right, promo.
Yeah. Hey, no, you're right. You're right. So I take that back. He probably won't be there long. They're in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Now we got another coaches.
Because Ohio State, Michigan, boy, they got they UCLA,
Yeah, you're right. That Cal job would have been a better job, but that's where he went to school. That's his alma mater, so that's why he wanted to go back to UCLA. And I think he's from that area too, so he probably know the kids at high schools.
Yeah. Well, he should be doing Carlin Prime taking notes. he gotta recruit for the Big Ten. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, Syracuse doing good getting kids, man. Syracuse gonna be all right when it comes to recruiting. That's one thing we knew. We penciled that in.
Yeah. They can recruit. Yeah.
Now this is a nice picture with my man from Michigan. This is a real nice picture, dog. I didn't even notice that was him in the background. But he doing pretty good for himself. Well, hold on. Now he kind of got a crazy contract. His contract is kind of crazy. They saying basically he making $6 million a year, but I done seen some other deals where they say he making like $5 million. Okay, I might got Rome back. Hold on, let me try to bring Rome in. Hey, Rome, hold on. Promo, I'm gonna merge you back in. All right, Rome, promo.
Yeah. Yo.
All right, so I got y'all back. All right, so Sharon Moore. His base salary is $500,000. Michigan head coach base salary is $500,000. What?
Yeah. Well, remember he was offensive coordinator. He was offensive coordinator.
Yeah. But so an additional $5 million, an additional so I think he got a heavy lace like. It's laced with if you win so many games, if you win the conference, if you beat a rival, I think he got to hit a lot of little checks and balances to really receive the $5 million.
I think they're gonna pay him. I think it's just like a trial basis because remember, I think he was in the same boat that Notre Dame was in. When John Harbaugh left, they didn't want to lose him because if they lost him, they would have lost a lot of recruits and they wouldn't have got Bryce Underwood. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they saying like they saying plus potentially up to $3.5 million in bonuses. So I don't know. They saying if he get all the stuff, he can make $6 million. But you in Michigan. Michigan make a lot of break. Now your base is $500,000. They got him for a deal.
Yeah. Well, it's good for him because now he got a head coach job on his resume. And he's been doing good there. So if they do let him go, I can see somebody else giving him a shot. Because the dude can recruit his butt off. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people thought they was going to fall through the wayside when Harbaugh left. Nah, this is the dude that was recruiting all the players. They ain't going nowhere. I mean, you keep your top dog in there that can recruit. I mean, you're going to win. Because you got to get players in there. And you keep getting good players in, you're going to keep winning. So
do y'all think they're going to win this year? Now, I don't know if y'all seen the interview with Bryce Underwood. Underwood talking big trash. Like Underwood talking like greasy. Like he's talking like they won a national title last year and he coming back for his senior year. That's how he talking like. He talking about like 3 Heismans, 1 Natty. Like he talking big. He told LeBron, "We gonna beat Ohio." Like he ain't all gas, no brakes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got a lot of returning good players coming back, bro. They only got better. They only got better now. And if he get out there and do what we think he can do, I mean, they gonna win a lot of games.
No,
Because
hold on. Last time I checked, Ohio State just won a national title.
yeah, but Michigan done beat them 3 times in a row.
Hey, I got you, but what? Hey, when you win that national title, you got a different kind of confidence. Now they did lose their quarterback.
Exactly. And the reports are the news now, Ohio State don't know who their quarterback gonna be. So you going to play Michigan and you don't know who your quarterback gonna be. Hey, come on now.
Yeah, that is. But I mean, Ohio State.
All Michigan was missing was a quarterback, right? They had a
Exactly.
quarterback last year to be.
Exactly.
What if they get Tennessee quarterback?
Yeah. Oh.
Natty.
You know what? You just you just to do that, right? Because you see what they did last time, they would have got the quarterback from Kansas.
Yeah, they got a quarterback from Kansas, running back. So
Yeah.
they could get the Tennessee quarterback.
They got that bag.
Or they could get DJ Lagway.
Lagway ain't going nowhere. Florida gonna pay him.
They might.
They ain't let him go. I'm telling you, Florida State better call Tennessee quarterback and throw that bag at him while you playing.
Hold on, who Luke? You said Luke is the head coach at Edison. Who is Luke Campbell? What Luke? Luke from Star Wars? Hey, Jerome, you on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Uncle Luke?
Yeah, I don't know who they talking about. I don't even know Edison. I heard Edison, but I don't even know if they had a football team. Like, I thought they only had a badminton team, lacrosse team, swim team. All right, hold on, y'all. So I was doing some digging today, y'all, and one of these coaches popped. He popped, and I was like, okay, I don't know this guy. He kind of reminded me of a new version of a Charlie Strong kind of guy. But the coach that was at Marshall, like he got a little swag to him now. He got a little swag to him, but he kind of sounds like a white dude when you hear him talk. So I don't know. I don't know if I ever found his contract. Did I ever find his contract? I don't think I found his contract. But I know he's making more money now. So, all right, y'all look at this right here. I think they in the same conference. He had Marshall at the top of the conference. He left and went to Southern Miss again. Bottom of the barrel team. Marshall wasn't going to renew his contract, and this dude is winning in Marshall. So he goes to Southern Miss, which is a bottom of a barrel team, but he actually get paid more money than what he was getting paid when he was at Marshall. So, I mean, you going into a school with better weather. I think they stadium a little nicer, and you get paid more money. So it's a win for you and your whole team down there. At least like 50% of your team transferred to come play with you for Southern Miss. So now he get keep the best player from Southern Miss and the best players from his school. So he might actually have a nice school if you stop and look at it now. Think about it. Most coaches don't bring their almost half of their roster with them. And they played in the same conference. So these dudes are already familiar with these kids in this conference. Now, I think he's going to end up shocking the world next year.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the Indiana coach did. He brought all his players with him from the school he came from.
And I forgot my man's name. I think it's Huff or something like that. And he's a pretty cool dude. Like, when I was watching him, I saw he was moving around. I said, okay. He's pretty cool.
Why y'all think Marshall didn't pay him?
I don't understand why Marshall didn't pay him, man.
They should have hired Byron Leftwich.
Now, that's what they should have did. They should have got Byron Leftwich. I don't know who Marshall got right now. You know, some programs just like being at the bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry to say that, but some programs just like being at the bottom, bro. Some ADs don't like when football coaches get too much attention. I can't find his name. Man. I don't know if it was Charlie or Huff. I think it was something like Huff or something. I can't find it. Oh yeah, Charlie Huff. So his base salary now is $950,000. His previous school, he was at $755,000 at Marshall. So he actually went up. And he got a 4-year deal at Southern Miss. Y'all know Southern Miss know how to get to that money, but they be getting welfare money and everything. You know how they. So he rounds it out as our coaches, man. I think I hit everybody on the list. Coach Dale. That's everybody on the list. So at the end of the day.
Everybody on the list, man.
Who else?
What you mean you hit everybody on the list? You ain't hit the big dog.
Oh, we got Prime early. We were talking about how Prime got the $54 million, and we talked about Prime.
Where the hell was I?
We talked about how he got the TV deals and all that kind of stuff going with, like the he got to do so many appearances and stuff with TVs and radio and all that kind of stuff. That's part of his deal. Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, me and Promo were talking about it. And I was trying to tell Promo, like, Promo, I'm with you, dog. Promo was trying to go against me. Oh, Lamar.
I wasn't going to get you.
Lamar been on it tonight. Yeah, Charles Huff. That's my man's name. So, y'all tell me, who y'all think gonna have the best record, the best overall win-loss record next year? Out of all these coaches, and I'm finna screenshot this. I want to, in the chat, who y'all think? Promo and Rome, who y'all think? I know Promo said we going 12-0, and Rome done lost a whole bunch of money believing in Colorado. So I want to see what these answers gonna look like.
I got Penn State coach having the best record.
I ain't see that coming.
Yeah, I got Penn State, man.
So you
They're
think?
gonna win 10 games. I got Colorado going 9-3 this year.
Look, Coach Franklin, he was surprised at that. He got his mouth wide open. So you think Coach Franklin gonna have the best record when they losing their edge rusher, and I think then they lose their quarterback. Or
Number one wide receiver, chief.
Number one wide receiver. Oh yeah, he hit the Porter because they weren't throwing the ball like that. Who you got, Promo?
Quarterback. Colorado. Colorado and Syracuse.
Lamar say Syracuse ticket. Now y'all know Syracuse got a tough schedule this year. Now last year they had a soft schedule. This year they need elections. This year it's hard this year now.
Yeah, but guess what? If Tennessee quarterback ain't playing, they can win that game.
They saying Prime and Franklin. So y'all just gonna forget about dude just played in that championship game. We just gonna forget about him, right?
You don't know who his quarterback gonna be.
Hey, it don't matter who his quarterback gonna be. He got a team. He a recruiter.
You gotta have a quarterback, bro. See what happened in the championship game? His quarterback couldn't throw the ball. Notre Dame always.
Marie.
See who they lost to this year.
Is this the old Marie that was on here talking trash a while ago?
Yep.
I ain't seen Marie. Oh, Marie must be West Coast. That's why she be on late.
Gotta throw the ball down.
They said Notre Dame will be younger this year. Hell, Colorado gonna be younger this year.
Syracuse. I go with Colorado and Syracuse.
Now, for what I'm seeing with these quarterbacks, so tomorrow, y'all, what we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about these new recruits that Colorado might pick up in the transfer portal. We're gonna talk about what we've been seeing at practice, who's been flashing at practice. We're gonna talk about Salters, is he turning the page when it comes to throwing the ball, or is he relying on his legs?
But you have to wait till the scrimmage. I think we should wait down to the spring game to say that, because they're not really showing us what a lot of stuff what they doing at practice.
I mean, we just saw some stuff the other day. They had, you see that little goal line thing they had. You had 3 chances to get the score, and they showed all 3 plays.
It was read option, so you got to run the ball.
He had to throw. He had to throw in there too. He had to throw. Juju had to throw. Staub had to throw. The only person who completed their ball was Staub.
No, what completed? He threw it to number 8. Jump ball.
Staub threw it to number 8. You trying to get that man credit, boy. Y'all just giving Salter credit.
Hey, I want these boys to run a 40, man. I want to see how fast Salter really is.
Oh, he fast.
If he that fast, then he can run all he wants.
Now,
he fast.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. What I just seen, I didn't know Ricky Collins, the quarterback for Syracuse, is like Salters with Juju arm. I didn't know that.
Oh, that nigga got a strong arm. Yeah, Ricky got a strong arm.
Oh, Ricky Bobby, boy. Hey, Ricky finna cut up.
What year is he?
Dog, he got 3 years. He got 3 years, dog. 3 years. So
Guess what? He's getting mentored by Jaden Daniels, still mentoring him. So he got that Jaden Daniels in his pocket.
Hey, this is what I'm gonna say, y'all. I'm gonna say Colorado, and I'm gonna say Notre Dame gonna have the best records next year. Oh well, no, hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna go with Notre Dame and Mike Vick, because I don't think nobody gonna stop that quarterback Mike Vick got. Because see, this is the thing with Vick.
See, I didn't know you was adding them too.
Hey, we said all the coaches. So Vick finna have a lot of recruits, and Vick is finna show these quarterbacks how to play quarterback at a high level, and he gonna make sure they got plays that work for him, and they got the same kind of ability Vick got. So I think Vick gonna turn the table and run the table down there.
Yeah, I think he had a strong recruit class. He has a strong recruit class. I think they can win it too. I'm still gonna stick with Colorado and Syracuse.
And the reason why I'm gonna take Notre Dame, because Notre Dame in that independent conference, so they kind of can finagle.
No, they can't. Notre Dame have a tough schedule every year, bro.
I mean, they do, but like they don't have like the Alabamas and the.
Yeah, they do. They be, bro.
No.
You didn't see that schedule last year? They played like 5 or 6 ranked teams last year.
But were they Georgia and Alabama though? Like, were they Ohio?
Yeah. No. Every year Notre Dame schedule is like that. They independent, but they play tough schools.
Yeah, who Notre Dame played last year?
That's how they make it into the playoffs, because they have to play tough teams because they're not in the conference.
Yeah, but a
conference championship game.
But a tough team is if you play against Miami, that's a tough team. But Miami don't really make it to the playoffs for real. Like they play against NC State.
Right, Lamar. Why TC ain't on the list, man?
I thought about putting TC Taylor on the list. I forgot about. I just kind of forgot. I thought about it. I forgot. He won it, and he won the national title last year. So he should, but he ain't new though. I think all the guys I put on here was like new guys or the top guys. I think Vick new, Simmons new, Deshaun new, and all the rest of the guys on here, they making like $1 million plus. TC did his thing, but TC ain't what I mean. He did his thing. He did his thing.
He the only one got championships.
You right about that. He the only one with a championship, so he should have been on the list. Hey, you right. They are small. The guys are small, but the guys they're gonna be playing against are gonna be small too. I'm telling you, the guys who were small. And I watched the darn Morehouse, Morehouse and Bethune Cookman. No, that wasn't Bethune. Who was that? Morehouse and Clark Atlanta. Them jokers was small, but they're like a high school for real.
Bro, see, look at this. Notre Dame played.
They said Notre Dame
Ohio
played
State.
4 mid teams and 2 tough teams.
Played Ohio State, Penn State, Georgia, Indiana, USC, Florida State. Navy had a good record. Georgia Tech had a good record. Louisville had a good record.
From
Oh.
three teams you named off, they played them in the playoffs, not during their regular season, man.
Oh, no, I'm like, dang. What, man, see here, promo. Come on, dog. See what I'm talking about? So the only teams. So the only.
Texas A&M, Northern Illinois, Purdue,
Mid.
Ohio, Louisville,
Mid.
Stanford,
Below mid.
I mean, they beat Colorado.
Hey, that's a shot at wrong right there. That's a shot wrong. You gonna take that? You gonna let it shoot at you like that?
Florida State, Virginia, played Army and Navy, USC, Indiana.
Yeah, they said they played mid teams, dog.
So this year they played Miami, Texas A&M, Purdue, Arkansas, Boise State, NC State, USC, Boston College, Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and Stanford.
So Syracuse, that's a good game. So we got to do the Syracuse game. So Syracuse and UCLA. No, not UCLA. You said who you said? USC.
Boise State,
USC.
Miami.
USC, Miami.
They got 4 tough games.
They got Miami the first game of the season.
Oh, that's a nice game. So dang, Vick gonna start off with a loss.
Depending on
Who y'all got? Y'all. I'm taking Notre Dame. Y'all got Miami, Notre Dame in the chat. Who y'all got? See, promo, you think I just be sitting up here saying stuff trying to make myself look good, dog. They be playing mid. All them teams are mid that they playing against. Ain't no team that you put $100 on that they gonna win the championship.
But how do you know they did? You ain't seen them play yet.
But which team you will put money on to win the championship?
I mean,
That mean they mid.
What team you put money on in Colorado Conference to win the championship besides Colorado?
No, Colorado the mid conference. They mid. That's why I was like, Coach Prime sitting on a little gym over there with Colorado because he should have the best recruits in that conference. He should be able to run the table in that conference and make the college playoffs every year once he get his quarterback and his offensive line situation right.
See, I don't with that transfer portal, you can't just judge these teams like that no more. Seeing it mid, because anybody can sneak up on you. Anybody can sneak up on you.
Man, anybody can sneak up on you, but unless you got Ohio State money.
But that's one team. You're talking about 3 teams: Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Alabama. They got bread like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Ohio State can get the cream of the crop out of the transfer portal. A lot of people gonna get hit or miss out the transfer portal.
No, I get that. But I'm just saying, when you saying they ain't playing nobody, they playing mid teams. I'm like, well, who's playing a tough schedule then? Everybody's mid.
So, but what
Nobody ain't playing on tough schedule.
Yeah, Georgia and Alabama and Texas, Them boys playing tough schedules because they got to go through that gauntlet of the SEC.
Schedule for sure.
Yeah, like Iowa.
Nah. I'm not giving them that. Because every time we say that shit, then when the bowl season comes, the SEC get their ass whooped.
Yeah, the SEC falling off.
I ain't saying they playing no tough schedules because they're in the SEC. That's bullshit right there.
No, you gotta understand what's going on in the bowl season though. You got a lot of these dudes going to the league. They sitting out the game. They not gonna go out there and tell for ACL trying to beat Purdue, trying to beat Purdue for some bragging rights when you got a third round grade on you.
Georgia 3D, Alabama 3D, all the guys
That was before the transfer portal. That was before the transfer portal.
Penn State schedule kind of weak too. Penn State kind of. Oh yeah, Penn State definitely will have the best record. They schedule weak next year.
Who they play? Who Penn State play next year?
They got Nevada first game, FIU second game, Villanova third game, Oregon fourth, UCLA, Northwestern, Ohio State, Indiana, Michigan State, Nebraska, and Rutgers.
So the only teams they play hard was the teams in their conference.
Yep.
So you saying all them teams mid, right? So you saying Georgia's second string team wouldn't beat them?
Well, all what teams mid, Promo?
Them teams don't know the name schedule. You saying Georgia's second string team would beat them? That's what you telling me.
What you mean, bro? Well, I mean, you got the quarterback is the man. So you put the second string quarterback out there. No, I ain't saying no team gonna win their second string quarterback.
You said all the players sit out for the bowl game, so that's why they be losing. I'm saying I ain't giving them that.
The key players, the guys that got NFL grades on them. The guys got NFL grades on them. They sitting out. So them normally your key players.
I'm not giving that excuse, bro.
And
they spending all that money on their second string quarterback. All them boys making money. They're recruiting to win. They got all the best players. So even if the NFL guys sit out, they still should be able to compete and win. Should be getting blown out.
But also, Promo, is the mindset. When you got a mindset, you trying to prove a point. When a team from a smaller conference play against the SEC, they hype to play this game. The SEC schools ain't hyped to play against no darn Cal State. They ain't hyped to play against Boise.
I ain't giving it to them. I'm sorry. You can give it to them. I'm not giving it to them. You get your ass whooped. Hey, one thing my high school coach, I remember, they strap their shoes up the same way we strap ours up.
Yeah, but
they put their pants on the same way we pull our pants up.
That's true. But at the same time, if you got a school, you see it all the time when you see these big schools lose to these small schools. When they feel like they don't got nothing to prove, they come out there like lackadaisical. So they end up getting, if they don't turn it around, that's what's going on with Notre Dame. Notre Dame lose most of their games to small schools because they go out there not focused.
Hey, that's coaching. You ain't got your team ready. I'm gonna say it because that's like remember when Steve Spurrier. Points up on everybody.
All right, hold on. Come back. The internet dropped out. You said you remember Steve Spurrier did what now?
Yeah, remember when Steve Spurrier used to run the score up on teams and them coaches were complaining and Steve Spurrier said, hey, well, you should have had the team ready to play.
Yeah, but Steve Spurrier was a narcissist.
Half speed. I'm not going to let my boys play half speed to get injured because that's when you get injured when you have half doing it.
Man, you get injured all the time, Promo. You get injured. Playing hard, playing soft, you get injured.
We playing football, man.
So y'all think Colorado gonna beat Georgia Tech?
I don't know. I think we got a chance to beat them. I think because I don't know Georgia Tech quarterback situation right now.
They got a good quarterback. No, he can sling it.
And they say the thing about Georgia Tech is they got a lot of formation where they kind of confuse your
Georgia
defense.
Quarterback was a freshman. He was a freshman last year. He got it because remember that other quarterback kept getting injured, so he got some playing time last year. He got a strong arm, and he's kind of moving too.
Lamar said it's gonna be a blowout. Is you talking
Nah,
about
it ain't
Colorado
gonna
gonna
be
play
no
that blowout?
blowout.
We go.
It ain't gonna be no blowout. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be no blowout. Unless you talking about Colorado gonna get blowed out because when a team take Georgia in the 7-8 overtimes, they beat Miami. Nah, they beat Syracuse.
Tell y'all, yeah, don't sleep on Georgia Tech. They running back, he get drafted. They got 2 wide receivers, they get drafted. Georgia Tech got some ball players, man. They got some ball players. I think both of their receivers was freshmen last year too. Like they got some players. That's Miami and Georgia.
He said they caught lightning in a bottle last year. They got lucky. He said.
Yeah, so
they didn't get lucky.
So promo, you trying to say Georgia Tech gonna beat the $54 million man?
No, what I'm saying is I want Colorado to win, but I'm saying don't just go in there thinking they finna blow them boys out. The boys battle tested.
I might got my shirt for this year, y'all. My Colorado Buff shirt. I might get the jersey number 54 on there. 54 M. Yes, sir.
That be cold right there. Hey, Prime really got that bad, man.
They said the receivers left. Y'all seen Coach Prime flirt with that damn lady on that talk show?
Roxy.
Yeah, Roxy.
Yeah, right, man. He definitely diving in that, man.
I ain't gonna say he diving in, but he flirting good. He flirting good.
Oh man, y'all know Coach Prime did.
Hey, remember, you playing against the Georgia team, that Georgia Power now. Georgia Power hell now. It's just understand.
That game gonna be crazy.
Look, Georgia Power gave it to Miami. Yeah, they gave it to Syracuse. Nah, there was some 10-win teams.
They playing in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, and it's home cooking too.
Oh, that's a homecoming for Juju, man. He might get in the game and go crazy.
LG talking about their receivers left. Georgia Tech wide receivers left. Nah, they in Georgia, dog. They got wide receivers. They got it's wide receivers around there. They can go down. They just go downtown and say, "Hey, man, what y'all doing? Y'all want to come play for us?" They'll get some wide receivers now.
We gonna see, man. I got Colorado winning that game.
They talking about Colorado by 20. Man, y'all smoking. Y'all Coach Pride on. We only won like 2 games by 20.
You said the game is at CU, not Atlanta. What?
No, the game's in Atlanta, man.
LG, you better go on Google, man. You know you're a Google master. Go on find out where it's at.
No, it's at Colorado.
It's in Colorado?
Yeah, it's at Georgia Tech at Colorado, yeah.
Oh, dang. Well,
that's just saying, like, who home. That's just showing who the home and away team. I thought they would start the game off in the dome. Because somebody got to be home and away if you're playing at a neutral stadium.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. Where's the game going to be at? It's in Atlanta? Hold on.
That's what I thought, but
no, it says Colorado. It's in Colorado, Folsom Field. It says Folsom Field.
Okay. Oh, it says Folsom Field? Okay.
Yeah.
LG was right, man. You know, hey, y'all don't be challenging LG, man.
Yeah, hey. I forgot LG. I thought it was in Georgia because they wanted the Georgia recruits to be there.
Yeah, I said Folsom Field, so yeah, I got to take Colorado. They might win by 20 home in elevation.
So Syracuse playing in Georgia there.
Yeah. Tennessee and Syracuse playing in Georgia Dome or either the Falcon Stadium. They probably play in the Falcon Stadium.
Dang, y'all right. They are playing in Folsom Field. God dang. Well, I've been thinking the whole time this game was in.
The G and LG stand for Google, man.
No, I've been thinking the whole time the game gonna be in Georgia the whole time.
It says August 29th versus Colorado.
Ooh, the football season be not started by then, Shador
It says-
Dallas might be able to pop out.
9 o'clock.
Friday. Game's Friday.
Yeah, they might be able to pop out.
They moved to Friday.
So they moved because it was a
Last year,
Thursday
they
night
played Thursday,
game.
didn't they?
It was a Thursday night game. Now they saying it's the 29th. It was on the 28th. Now they saying it's on the 29th.
Yeah, it's on the 29th. Well, maybe is the Syracuse game on the 28th? Is that a Thursday night game in Atlanta?
Yeah. Now look,
Probably why they moved it.
they got
Probably why they moved it.
they got Syracuse. I mean Georgia Tech favorite in this game by 4.
Right now.
They're on the road.
They got that point spread at 57. 57 for the point spread. Y'all think that's gonna happen with the 57 points with Colorado defense?
We gonna score at least 30.
Well, you got to understand, like, this team got to jail first. You see what I'm saying? That's why Prime wanted that preseason game against another team.
Yeah, we said that last year, man. Everybody was, oh man, they need time to gel. Man, we ready, dog. We ready to come out the gate.
Dog. We started off with a little. See, they should have started off with Jackson this year. That's the first game should have been against Jackson. That would have been good right there. They could. I don't know if they could have went back to Jackson State there in Mississippi. They might get hit with some bottles in Mississippi. But yeah, that would have been a good game against Jackson. That would have been a good start off game.
So this is why they quarterback came back. Haynes King and the running back. Okay, he got both of your running backs back. So the quarterback is back. That's why he's favorite.
So all right, now y'all hear this now.
Fast. That dude's fast, man.
Now y'all hear this now. Y'all don't go out there. Y'all don't go out there and put too much money on this game, Barry. Don't put too much money on this game, Barry. Jerome.
Hey, just go watch that quarterback when he played against Georgia and Miami. Like he ain't no punk. And he's what that dude about 6'3", 6'4"? Like he ain't no little quarterback.
They said Georgia Tech top receiver transferred to Auburn. Y'all know Auburn got a nice quarterback. They got a nice 5-star guy.
Yeah, Auburn got a nice team too. And they did some good job in the Portland. Yeah, but Georgia Tech had 3 good receivers. They had a bunch of young guys, so they still got weapons. And that running back is nice. They got 2 good running backs.
Hey, Marie started to talk that trash late at night. Late at night, Marie started talking trash late at night. she thought so they got a favorite, like they had TCU favorite. Hey, they had Nebraska favorite too now. Now, I don't understand how they do a rival team and you don't play your rival every year. That don't even make no sense to me. We should have played Colorado State first. That would have been a nice start-off game.
Nah, you gotta send a message to the league. You know what I mean? Hit somebody in the mouth early. And they realize, oh, Colorado for real. Man, they did that to Georgia Tech. Because think about it. Let's say if they blow Georgia Tech out, right? Then Georgia Tech come back around and beat Miami. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now,
it's gonna make that win gonna be real good. That's gonna be a real good win.
Now, y'all saying Georgia Tech players won't be able to breathe in the third quarter, but y'all know how cool Georgia Tech players going to be for being that high ATL to going out there up on top of the mountain where it's cool at? They're going to be like, boy, this a breeze. Y'all got the air conditioning on here for us? Let me see. Y'all talking about some 37-1 Colorado. Boy. Yeah, dog. Georgia Tech just took Georgia into 8 overtimes. Georgia.
Right. Yep.
Y'all understand?
Miami, what, 2 years in a row?
Yeah, beat Miami 2 years in a row with Cam, with the number 1 quarterback getting selected now. And they got their quarterback coming back and their running back coming back. And they running back nice. I'll put a hold on now. I mean, it still would be warm in September. It's Colorado warm and Atlanta warm ain't the same kind of warm. I remember I took my cousin to school. I played at App State. We played up in the mountains. Our stadium was called the Rock. Kid Brewer Stadium, the Rock. Because we on top of that big rock. My cousin left Atlanta with a t-shirt on. No, with a tank top on. He had a tank top on when we started driving. Man, we got past Charlotte and got in that mountain. That joke went in the trunk and got a jacket out. Put a jacket on. Like, it's colder up. Once you start going into the mountains, man, it's a little cooler up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm from Georgia, and I didn't know it get that cold, dude. When I was in boot camp in Columbus, Georgia, man, it get cold in the mountains, bro.
Hey.
It get cold.
Hey, Miami was overrated, but Miami had the number one quarterback they saying right now, and they had the referees cheating for them heavily last year.
Yep.
And Georgia Tech still won. No, Miami had an easy schedule. Syracuse had an easy schedule. Syracuse schedule, boy. It seemed like there was a mid-major team. They were playing like Holy Cross and schools like that. Like, what? The only hard game Syracuse had last year was Miami. Like, a team that could have won the national title was Miami. That was it. Nobody else on their schedule, I don't think, could have won the national title. I think they lost to Cal, lost to Georgia Tech.
Syracuse.
Yeah, Syracuse. I think they lost to Cal. I thought they lost to Georgia Tech. And they lost to Pitt, I think. Yeah, Miami's schedule was soft now. It was soft, but it wasn't as soft as Syracuse. Miami's schedule was kind of like Notre Dame's schedule. I just want to see what promo gonna catch that. Oh, and damn, I forgot to light the tiger up. Y'all, how many likes we got, man? How many likes? Did we go over 10 likes? Light the tiger up. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's what I got, man. Tomorrow we gonna get into these I got some grades for certain players. And y'all might not like what I got to say about Salters tomorrow. Y'all might not like it. So y'all tune in tomorrow. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do a 5 o'clock or y'all want to do a late night? We can go live at 5 or we can stay up late. What y'all want to do? All right, we back, y'all. We back. Promo, you still on here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do 5 live at 5 tomorrow? Or y'all want to stay up late and go on at 10 tomorrow?
Well, I'll be rolling.
You gonna be rolling at 5 and 10?
Nah, well, I got to get to drop this off in San Antonio, and then I got to head to Laredo.
Promo, you know you can't see at nighttime.
No, I won't be driving at night, but I just don't know how late I'm going to be driving because I got to get to Laredo tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
I won't be driving all day. I'll be driving all day.
All right, so we'll do a 10 o'clock tomorrow night too, y'all. So and we're gonna talk about these scrimmages. Oh, and Syracuse scrimmage tomorrow. So we'll better talk about Syracuse scrimmage too.
Oh yeah.
So Syracuse scrimmage tomorrow, I think at 3 o'clock, y'all. So I'm gonna try to catch that, and then
I think they tomorrow. I have to look and see. I know this scrimmage coming up.
Whatever scrimmages that come up tomorrow, I had a link in the video on tomorrow night. I had the links down there so I can watch that. But Tomorrow at 10, y'all, we going in. I might make some of y'all mad now. I'm gonna talk about these Colorado players, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth.
Yo,
Oh yeah. We back. The Wi-Fi starting to act up. Lamar said he going to the spring game tomorrow. So hey, Lamar, yeah, you let us know tomorrow. Now, let us know. I want to know how the backup quarterback look. I want to know because they were saying he might transfer out. Y'all.
he's not the backup yet. He's fighting with somebody else for that backup spot.
Yeah.
They think he's gonna get it, but I don't think he's gonna leave this year. He might leave next year, but I don't think because they didn't register him last year.
And they said that they redshirted him last year. They say Deshaun Jackson spring game tomorrow too.
Yeah, I think Vick's on too. So yeah, it should be a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So we'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow. We going in at 10. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be easy.